Hello, good afternoon. This is our final project of the investment project subject. Our team is Luis Garcia, Larry Sanchez, and me, Helen Maxine, and our company is called T-Glasses.
About us, we are the creators of these translating glasses, and they work in the following way that they translate everything you hear and receiving this information through to the microphone that it's installed in the structure of the glasses. And this same information will travel from the Bluetooth connection device from the glasses to the mobile phone. We will have the install the app, and that is consists of several options that such as choosing the languages that to which you want to translate the information that you receive.
Then for the objectives to achieve, first of all, is our vision. That is to be the number one solution for the travelers and users with different needs in different parts of the world, such as have a recognizable brand with a premium prestige.
About the market research, in Mexico, this product has a great potential due to the high demand among people with hearing disabilities, who represent 7.6% of the population according to ESANUT. Furthermore, with approximately 16.5 million annual visitors and more than 9 million foreign students that come here to Mexico to study. Therefore, these translating glasses could meet various needs and thrive in this diverse and growing market.
Unit price. Our unit price is 2,500 Mexican pesos, and we determine the according to our costs of the materials that we need for the compose of the lenses. The cost determination consists of the sum of harness, microphone, internal chip, and micro motor hub, and this is from the 318 pesos. The sales unit determinations. We need to sell 500 units of our unit price, having a growth of 8.50% per year. And this is determined by the marketing study. The required investment is the main investment of the operation of the company and is the sum of the cost of the assembly machine, the 3D printer, and the 3 computers, and they have a total of 1,200,000 pesos. Then the sum of the permits, the software creators, and the networking capital, we have a net investment of 1,637,500 pesos. Okay, the depreciation, it was originally of 700,000 of the assembly machine, but it had an annual depreciation of 5%, and that after 10 years leaves use with a value of 440,000 pesos. Then we have the 3D printer, and it was originally worth of 350,000 pesos, but it had one annual depreciation of the 8%, and that after the 10 years leaves used with a value of 76,000 pesos. Then we have the cost of the 3 computers, and it was originally worth to 100,000 pesos, but it had an annual depreciation of the 20%, and that after 10 years, the 4 years, used with a value of 20,000 pesos. Then we have the accumulation of the total depreciation of the 10 years.
So the tax rate, the percent of their income than an individual or on a corporation pays in taxes. That in Mexico is 30% according to the ISR. The net working capital is the liquidity to cover short-term deposits, while the change in net working capital represents the difference between the net working capital, the previous one, of one period and the previous one, which shows how to asset liability management affect this liquidity.
Okay, the cash flow is that the net investment is a negative cash flow and is composed of the assembly machine that is essential for assembling the glasses components with the technology that will link to the main software, the 3D printer that produces the designs and the harness, then the design and the market of the launches and changing of the 3D glasses comfort, 3 office computers that serve to the administrative accounting and the design and the programming purpose, and the operating permits and brand registration requires trying to council approval, and software creation involves the developing of the mobile app.
Well, in this case, we have the net cash flows. In the first year, we have the change in revenues. Then we are going to delete the change in expenses and costs, and then the depreciation, and then we leave with the EBIT. After that, we reduce it with taxes, and then we have the NOPAT, and then the depreciation we added again. So we have the net working capital, and at the end, we have the net cash flows. So this information is going to be used for future analysis in the project. Also, for the weighted average cost of capital, we use a formula with the equity divided with equity plus debt and multiplied for the cost of debt. That also sum with the debt divided with the equity plus debt multiplied by the cost of debt. Multiplied also 1 minus t, that in this case was 70%. Doing all that formula, we have that the WACC is the rate of 18.19%.
So the net present value was calculated using 3 methods. The first one is Excel formula, that is the first one. The second one is assuming the net present value of the individual cash flows. And the third one is using the assumed discounted payback period. Basically, if it is greater than or equal to 0, the project is acceptable. In this case, we accept the project. And this is indicate to the increase in wealth of investor.
Here also we have the profitability index. In this case, it shows how much money for each peso that the investors are investing are they retrieving back. In this case, for this project, for each peso they're investing, they're getting back 1 peso and 69 cents. And for the internal rate of return was calculated with a tier Excel formula. And this is actually the benefit yield. And the acceptance rule is that if the IRR is bigger than the WACC, we accept the project. In this case, it is bigger, so it is a good signal of the project. Also, we have the modified internal rate of return that is using the Excel formula tier M. And well, in this case, it's actually like the last one. But we're talking about a benefit yield. And yes, it is actually something to accept in this project. And then we have the simple payback period, that is, in this case, how much time the investors will retrieve their money back. In this case, we're going to add each cash flow until we get to a positive number. And then we have that in this case, their investors are going to take back their money in 4 years.
In discounted payback period, it is similar than the previous method. This one also determines the time for investor to recover their capital. The difference of this one is that we use a WACC, that is a weighted average cost of capital, the cash flow at the present value, and we do the same procedure, you need to get positive. And investment is recovered in 5 years and 2 months. The sensitive analysis is to evaluate how change in variables such as sale price and production cost affect financial results, aiding decision making and improving to viability and profitability of land sales to tea glasses. So if we add this 20% in the first one, we increase for 115,000, and it's recommended to prioritize pricing and sales over strict cost reduction measure to stimulate profitability and viability.
In conclusion, the project presents a promising opportunity for investment, offering both client satisfaction and profitability and through various analyses. And it's even that the project has a long-term profitability potential with a medium-low risk. Conducting these studies is crucial for making informed decisions considering factors like net cash flows, net present value, WACC, and TIR, which contribute to the pure financial understanding and direction from the project. Thank you.
Thank you.